Once you try Bombas, you are never going to look at socks the same way again. You probably never even thought about socks that much, but once you put these bad boys on, you can't stop thinking about them. They are obsessed with details over there, like foot-hugging, honeycomb arch support. Feels like a hug on your foot, y'all. Plus, they've got anti-blister tabs and cushioned footbeds that make it feel like little pillows for your feet. Not to mention buttery soft tees and underwear with no itchy tags. And you do something good for yourself as well. For every pair bought of a sock, a tee, a underwear, they also donate essential clothing to someone facing homelessness. To date, they've donated over 100 million clothing items and counting. Plus, a happiness guarantee. If you don't love it, they will replace it and make it right. So get comfy this spring and give back with Bombas. Head over to bombas.com/TMGW and use code TMGW for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/TMGW and use code TMGW at checkout. Your feet are gonna thank you.
This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Well then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
And we are doing double Yeti duty.
Yeah, I brought all of my beverages with me today.
I brought all my beverages.
This is now becoming obscene.
It's a bevy of beverages.
Not only is it the Stanley Cup culture, now it's just like, what if I have a full mobile brunch of beverages with me?
You just come next time and I just have a build your own Bloody Mary cart on the table. Have you seen, I saw this on TikTok the other day and thought it was so stupid, that like the traditional Stanley Cups, now they've got all these like add-on things of like a lip gloss.
I sent you that on Instagram.
You did? Oh, that's why I saw it.
The one I was like, this is obscene, but also I'm mesmerized by this. It was like getting ready to go for a walk with my Stanley, and then it clipped on every little clip of like, I'm putting my keys here, I'm putting my jewelry here, I'm putting my phone attachment here. So and it comes like a pouch, so you carry it in like a crossbody thing. And it's basically, instead of a bag now, the Stanley can carry everything.
But you're still putting it in a bag. That's what I don't understand. Is what's the point of instead of just having a purse?
You could hold it, I guess.
Well, that's 50 pounds.
Right, exactly. So you're going to have one incredibly strong Popeye forearm, and that's it. But it's because, I mean, like, honestly, in a capitalistic, like, soulless sense, it's genius that it's like, how can we accessorize a cup now? Yeah. Like, I love accessories. I mean, we grew up in Claire's culture. Like, it was fed into our brains as 10-year-olds that, like, we must accessorize at all costs. And so now it's like, oh, we've all done the jewelry. We've all done, like, the shoes and the hair accessories.
Put it on a cup.
Put it on a cup.
What are the things that you put on Crocs?
Gibbets.
Hate it.
Gibbets.
So now we've got Stanley Cup gibbets. Granted, these aren't just for looks. These have a purpose. But if I saw a girl walking by with a Stanley Cup with all of that clipped onto it, you know what I would think?
What?
I'd like to rob her.
Right.
You just grab that cup and keep going. That's so much easier to rob someone than a purse.
Yeah, it's got a handle ready for taking.
You take it, you clock them, you knock them out. Yeah. And then you just walk away sipping their Stanley and having their money.
You could have an accessory on the Stanley for a taser.
Oh, or pepper spray.
Like, it's all right there. Yeah.
But then these Stanleys are going to be,
that's what I'm saying,
like trash bags.
It's obscene.
You're going to put it in a little wagon and be carrying it. Now we're going to have like Stanley clip-on wheels. Yeah. That you just walk it like one of those little like wooden dogs.
Yeah, they're going to have like strollers for dogs, but for the Stanley.
Stanley strollers.
It's going to be...
Honestly, we should go ahead and go to GoDaddy.com.
Right. I mean,
StanleyStrollers.com.
And I say that it's obscene now, and then cut to 6 months from now, and I am fully accessorized.
Cut to 6 months from now, your cup has like a laptop attachment.
Literally. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if they don't have phone chargers built in at some... Stanley's with... Honestly, though...
What?
Stanley's with a phone charger built in?
You just did it. You just came up with
that.
Something.
That must exist already. It seems like it has to.
However, do you want batteries near water?
No, I guess not. But I guess I don't. If my understanding of science serves me correctly.
See, here's the thing. If this was 2012, you and I would be writing and recording a sketch later today. about the new Stanley accessories.
Yeah.
Do you have your Stanley stroller? What about your Stanley Bjorn? Like, just carry it like a baby.
That honestly is a great idea.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. If you just had it in the front and then you can sip it still without having to move, and then you have all your little clippies on it. What about Bjorns for women that don't have babies? Like, you could just put everything in the front.
I think it's just a reverse backpack.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just more available for your little hands to get into while you're moving.
I got reminded, my phone will send me, I still get sent those, like, the craziest montages from Google Photos.
Really? I don't get any of that.
Oh, they'll be like, hey, here's a little montage of your furry friends. Or like, hey, remember every time you've ever hugged anyone?
Really?
And there was one that when we first got Larry, and he was so tiny that Chip was figuring out, like now Larry, he's great because he just clips on and walks beside him. But if he is going to be held, it's in like a sling.
Yes.
But there was a minute there, Chip got like the front baby Bjorn thing. And this picture of just little Larry, arms and legs sticking out, attached to the front of Chip. I'm like, maybe we should revisit this.
Honestly, pretty great.
A dog and a Bjorn is so cute. Speaking of dogs.
Yeah.
Let's fucking talk about it, man.
Let's talk about it. The Ugliest Dog Contest happened again.
In Petaluma, California. Let us remind you, in case you're a new listener, hi and welcome.
Hi.
Grace and I were judges at this fine event 2 years ago after a year of me emailing them, bugging them.
Yeah.
And then
just professionally following up.
Yeah, exactly. For the 19th time. And then the following year when I asked, we would love to come back. We'd love to even host if we could.
We don't need to be paid. No. Like maybe like our travel accommodated.
Which wasn't last time.
Right.
It was all out of pocket.
Yeah.
We know it's a fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were told they're actually looking for real celebrities.
Yes.
So we were not
humbled quickly.
Humbled by the world's ugliest dog contest. But what I will say is that the winner of this year's World's Ugliest Dog Contest, Wild Thing, was in competition when we judged.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's ugly.
That's, the discourse is that it's not even an ugly dog.
No.
Wild Thing, because I was like, oh, wow, Wild Thing finally won.
Thang. It's Thang.
Thang, sorry, excuse me, Thang. 8-year-old Pekingese. And I just find it so interesting, the going back every year.
So do I. Right now, if you're listening, I want you to Google World's Ugliest Dog Contest, Wild Thing, so you know what we're talking about. This dog is not ugly. He simply has a tongue that sticks out and needs a fucking haircut. Okay? This dog has never seen a groomer.
Well, that's what I think is happening here. Wild Thing didn't win, so she was like, how can we get you uglier? I'm just going to let the hair do its thing and not groom it at all. Because if you're coming back every year, and we've seen these dogs, some of them are ugly, and I mean that in the most complimentary way. Yeah. They are meant for this contest.
And we're talking like bumps and boils and troubles and toils.
Like, I didn't think skin could do that.
Yeah, like, is that a flesh-eating bacteria?
Yeah, but he seems happy, so it's all... And, the owner painted its nails, so look, thriving.
The spine looks like a treble clef.
Yeah. And I'm glad that they have this contest to really, celebrate them.
Me too. I'm obviously a fan of unique-looking dogs.
Yeah, but it seems a Wild Thing... I feel like the hair has been manipulated in a way to make it appear uglier.
I feel like the hair is teased.
Yeah.
I also feel like that poor dog has to go all year sweating its little dick off.
Yeah.
And probably just like, it's got to be heavy.
Yeah.
That amount of hair just for this owner to try to win. And I also think Wild Thing was given the win just because they were like, let's see if she'll stop coming back.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because when we were judging and we had to, we were huddled up deciding on the winner.
Yeah.
AKA the greatest moment of my life.
Truly.
I will always be chasing that high. I'm just not a big enough celebrity to do it again. We were looking back, and Wild Thing's mom had Wild Thing hoisted up, like Moses and the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
Being like, vote for Wild Thing!
Yeah. There seem to be some women and men that were really dependent on this contest for like certain, I don't know, like clout in some capacity.
Yeah.
And took it very, very seriously.
Very seriously. Now, here's what I wonder.
Yeah.
If Beans is with us next summer,
Yeah.
do I enter her and I show up like Julia Roberts and I'm like, remember me, bitch? Or what's not Julia Roberts, but Emma Roberts. What's that? There's a gif from like Scream Queen. Sometimes she's like, thought you saw the last of me, bitch,
oh, really?
or something. Something. I got it totally wrong. But I feel like I should go up and be like, well. Look at this jury of real estate agents.
And shock jock DJs.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, unfortunately, that community would boo you out of their system because Beans is too cute.
No, she's incredibly cute, but hello, if Wild Thing can get it just based on a tongue.
You should put a little wig on Beans in some way that mimics Wild Thing and just see if like the judging criteria is consistent.
Did I tell you, I was cleaning out my closet a couple months ago and which I have a bunch of cleaning stories from this week.
Nice.
Buckle up. No, but I was cleaning out my closet, my shoe closet, and I jumped back.
Yeah.
Because I was like, rodent, like totally terrified. And then I like scared as shit. And then I get closer and it was a tiny Ariana Grande wig I had bought for Beans. That sentence was so tough for me. It was a tiny Ariana Grande wig, like the top pony.
Amazing.
That I never put on her and it was in my closet and I was scared it was a rat.
Well, now, I mean, with Wicked coming out, there's an opportunity for some Ariana Grande content. So I hope you didn't throw that away.
No, it's still in there. I wonder if her and the Munchkin Man are going to walk the red carpet together.
I don't know. I just saw that there was like discourse. I mean, I just got reintroduced to the internet like this morning, and everyone's been sending things for us to talk about. That there was discourse around her voice changing in an interview.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, I don't know, up in arms about it or weirded out about it or something about it. And she was like, I do this all the time to protect my singing voice when I realize that like I'm speaking in an octave that might strain my voice.
Because she'll go up here.
Right. That she like changes to a register that's like much higher, I guess. And she's like, I do it all the time just to protect my voice.
I think everyone does that, right?
Yeah.
Like, does my voice change? No, I never do like a baby voice.
My voice definitely changes, I think, depending on my comfort level with what I'm talking about.
Or like who you're talking to.
Yeah. Because there's always like that thing where you have your customer service voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk to someone on the phone. And it's always like, God, it's the most embarrassing voice ever. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That it's like the trying to sound professional and adult in body.
I know. Well, it's trying to be it's like I love when Chip is home and he's prepping for work and calling people.
Yeah.
Because he just sounds like the nicest Southern boy in the
really?
world. He's just like, "What? Yes, sir." Well, ma'am, I'm just looking for, and I'm just like, I just sit there on the side and I'm like, listen to that
gentleman.
Sweet man.
That's so cute.
And then hang up and then, immediately burp. Love you, Chip Morgan.
Some say that Mamrie and I are a pretty powerful duo. But what's the most powerful duo when it comes to growing your business? Well, that's you and Shopify. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business, from the launch your online shop stage to the first real life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow, whether you are selling scented soap or offering a variety of outdoor outfits. Shopify helps you sell everywhere, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout, up to 36% better compared to other leading commerce platforms. What I love about Shopify is that no matter how big you want to grow, they give you everything you need to take control and take your business to the next level. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. Excuse me, I'm burping slightly. I couldn't believe those statistics. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. So you're in good company. Plus, Shopify's extensive help resources are there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow, grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/weird, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/weird now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/weird.
Be honest, how much do you think you're paying in subscriptions every month? The answer is probably more than you think, okay? There's probably ones that you've been auto-paying every month you didn't even know you still had, you guys. But you're not alone. Over 74% of people have subscriptions that they absolutely forgot about. I definitely did, okay? I signed up for a trial of Logo TV to watch some very fun go-go dancing competition show with my friend Steve, and wouldn't you know it, I just paid for another year. Whoops, that's when I call Rocket Money, baby. I am no longer wasting money on ones that I forget about or forgot I signed up for, or it turns out Chip and I both pay for, and now that, we live together, we are home together, we only need one account. So Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. With Rocket Money, you've got full control over your subscriptions and a clear view of expenses. What's really great too is if you want them to cancel it, they go do it for you, okay? They are the muscle. But also, if you're thinking, you know what? Maybe not cancel, but I'm tired of how expensive this bill is, they will go in there and they will try to get it cheaper for you. Rocket Money will negotiate lower bills for up to 20%. All you got to do is submit a picture of your bill and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Thank you, Rocket Money. They're going to deal with the customer service for me. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. So come on, guys, stop wasting money on things that you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/TMGW. That's rocketmoney.com/TMGW. Rocketmoney.com/TMGW. I mean, what, do you not like getting your money back?
Yeah, okay, here are some other things that the internet has introduced me to today.
Okay.
Haktua.
Yeah, spit on that thing.
Spit on that thing.
Spit on that thing.
Give him the old Haktua. Even Elliot
thing.
came out this morning. He's like, you hear about the Haktua girl? And I was like, bet you have. That literally every man is just send on this video to everyone they know.
I have a question about Haktua. Okay.
I don't know much.
Well, they're like, what? Something in bed, the move, whatever. And she goes, Haktua, spit on the thing. Okay, this is going to get real.
Yeah.
Is she saying spit on his dick before he puts it in? Or
No.
Spit on her vagina before he puts... Who's Haktua?
Spit on... God, if you are a family member...
Please stop
Don't
listening.
listen right now.
listening.
Dear God, I appreciate your support, but
this
my
includes
God.
siblings.
I need a little privacy.
Is he spitting on her?
You're spitting on it before you give head.
You're spitting on his dick before you give head?
Yeah. That's my understanding.
To me, that's counterintuitive. You're going to have your mouth on it anyway, where the
That's what she's
Haktua
saying. The
origins
Haktua
from.
itself is the thing that gets guys, off.
To spit on the dick?
Yeah.
I thought it was saying, spit
At least that's
on,
my understanding.
Spit on
Could
it
be completely wrong.
in lieu of lube.
Yeah. Well, no, not in lieu of lube.
Before
but
you give head?
Yeah.
I'd be grossed out.
Yeah.
Here's why I'd be grossed out. Because I'd be like, Haktua, and then I'd be like, now watch as I go get my own spit back in my mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, Haktua is ruined for me.
At least I am so wrong, but that's, what guys are into.
I didn't know she was leaning down and spitting on her own thing.
Have you watched a porn before?
I have watched many a porn, thank you. But people be spitting on all types of
But that's
things.
why this is taken off. I saw someone say that this girl, I guess, got fired from her preschool job or something.
Oh.
No idea. I haven't fact-checked that at all, but I guess this is taken off in some insane capacity.
Ooh,
like
not
the
what
internet
you want to
does.
see of your child's preschool teacher.
I mean, when you get memed immediately as Hawk to a girl, then it's like, all right, uh-oh.
Talk to a girl.
Yeah. She's been memed. And
Okay.
this only happened, how recently is this?
I think it was like last week.
Okay. Yeah.
Or I don't know if, or like the footage came out last week. Who knows? It could have been old footage.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I guess I don't watch a lot of porn where women are giving blowjobs.
I know.
Because I would be like, why do I want to watch someone have to put in all that work?
Exactly. And that's why men are like, yeah, she said the right thing.
Oh, my God.
My assumptions. These are all radical assumptions.
Oh,
all right.
Okay. Well, do you want to hear? Is there more on that? Or
No, that's just that I thank you guys for the quick and furious education.
Well, I have a story.
Yeah.
Oh. Hopefully.
And welcome back, my brother, to listening to this podcast after his short commercial break.
Hawk to it, Tim. Speaking of sex, sex-crazed maniacs, if you will, I came across a story today that I found quite interesting.
Okay.
And it is about sex-crazed zombie cicadas on speed.
Whoa, hold on. Let me digest that sentence.
Yeah. Hawk to it.
Haktua. You just hawked to it on my brain.
I did.
Sex-crazed zombie cicadas on speed. Okay.
So scientists, this is like one of
Cicada get him.
Cicada get him, but also, am I crazy or does this happen more than every 17? Are all the cicadas under for 17 years? Or are they in different rounds? And so like every year they come up, it's just the ones that come up have been underground for 17 years. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure, because Cicada Geddon was on my list to talk about for a few weeks, but I don't know if we ever actually talked about it. I forget what it is.
I'm assuming the life cycle of a cicada is 17 years. So every year, the ones that have been gone for 17 years comes up. And this year just happened to be a year where there were a ton of them.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
I've
seen cicadas more than twice.
Right, in our backyard in Palm Springs, we have cicada skeletons on the tree all the time.
Every year they come up and I gotta flick them off.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
I know, we get close to that tree and I'm like, oh God,
yeah.
it's the graveyard.
God.
But anyway, so these scientists are studying, there is a fungus that's on some cicadas this year. It's still rare. But the fungus, it's called Massospora cicadina. It's a nasty fungus, they say. Okay. And basically, it enters the cicada and creates an amphetamine. So these guys are stoned as hell.
Oh, man.
Right? And so they take over and they make it basically becomes a zombie.
Yeah.
They don't kill them, but it like takes over, the fungus does. And then it makes them sex crazed so that they'll spread it. So it's like the zombies have to spread the parasite, the fungus, right?
This is like a sci-fi movie.
Isn't it so crazy? And it's the largest known genome to any fungus. Like funguses, it's 30 times like bigger than any kind of fungus, the genome. Okay. Anyway, that's the detail. But what's crazy is they're so sex crazed that the zombie male high cicadas will mimic women cicadas to attract male cicadas to then pounce.
What?
I know.
On the men?
On the men cicadas.
So they're just fucking everyone around.
Fucking everyone. But it just felt very like Bugs Bunny and drag. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, well, we're going to do a lady wiggle of our cicada butt.
Do they look, the zombie ones, like noticeably different? Is it like Walking Dead where you're like, you can tell a zombie one?
Here's the thing. You can find them because the fungus, basically goes in there and gets rid of their genitalia and replaces it with the fungus. So if you picked up the cicada and it was like white and furry down there, that's a zombie.
This is insane.
Isn't it a movie?
And it can't, there's no way that this transfers to people.
Well, here's the thing. Okay.
Because I'm like, what do we do? Okay.
Here's the description of the genitalia. It says the fungus takes over the cicada's nether parts, dumping the genitalia, hell of a sentence.
Wow.
And replacing it with a white, gummy, yet flaky plug.
What?
That's pretty noticeable. Then when they take over, the spores are falling out like salt from a shaker.
What?
So gross. But so anyway, there's also another fungus that takes over cicadas that just makes them feel like they're on mushrooms, which sounds like a much better deal.
Really great, yeah.
But this scientist who's studying it in Chicago from Mount St. Joseph University or whatever, he ate one.
What? Because this was my first thought in this zombie apocalypse movie that I'm writing in my head right now is that a drug-fueled human is going to eat like a cicada on speed to try and get the effects of the cicada.
Patient zero. But anyway, it says, the article says, like, don't try this at home. Even though cicadas themselves are edible.
Oh, God.
How do we even know this?
I mean, there's only one way to know. Someone tried it.
Well, because you see that little crunchy exoskeleton.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, maybe that's like a chicharron.
Right.
But not when it's still got the bug in there. Anyway, not so much the affected ones. Okay, in the interest of science, the scientist Casson tried one during this emergence, making sure...
You can do whatever you want as long as you say in the interest of science.
For science. Ate one, making sure they were from the inside of a female, so more antiseptic, whatever. And then he just says...
cleaner?
He just says,
wow.
Man, it was so bitter, he said, and then immediately rinsed his mouth out. It tasted like something you would consider poisonous. No shit, dude.
Wow, science. That's how we learn things.
Isn't that a movie?
That is insane. Is there a concern? Is there a worry? Or will this just sort itself out?
I think it sorts
What else do I need to be worried about?
That's what I'm saying. Well, I guess only like a very small percentage of the cicadas are infected. So I guess the zombies aren't that great at doing it. You know what I mean?
I mean, their first go-to is to just start dancing like the ladies to try and get them.
Just a little cicada dance.
Megan's the Stallion twerking.
I mean, but it is interesting because it's like, but it's a fungus. Couldn't it infect other things?
Right, that's my concern. That it's
is this going to move on to rabbits?
What if an animal accidentally eats one of these, funky fungus cicadas, and then suddenly you got dogs with gooey genitalia walking around? So gross.
It was a white gummy, yet flaky.
How is that possible? That's an impossible combo of textures.
That's what I'm saying.
This story is more incredible the more I actually process it.
Yeah.
Wow. That is really, the nature is beautiful and healing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If Elliot ate a zombie, sex-crazed, gummy yet flaky plugged cicada, how long would it take for you to be able to kiss him again, just mentally?
Did he do it on purpose or by accident?
Yeah. Well, that you might just want a mental health check.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If he did it on purpose, it would take me a while to be like, what was that about?
Okay, what if someone was like, hey, Elliot, I'll give you $50,000 to eat this.
Social pressure.
So he eats it, of course, but then how, like, mentally, how could you get back to kissing him?
It would take a bit. I'd have to see the money transferred into his account,
of course,
successfully, and I'd take him to the dentist for a professional teeth cleaning.
I was just saying, the first thing the money is spent on is the most. I'm talking like
I need deep cleaning.
I need you put down. I need you to go under. They're gonna clean you so much.
Yeah, they're gonna scrape some shit.
Yeah.
It would take probably after that. Then we'd be like, okay,
cut to Elliot with veneers and like no tongue, just Carl from Summer House.
Honestly, yeah, man, veneers are so crazy. What are they? Are they like a full set of teeth that go over your teeth?
So do you know what they do?
No, I don't. Because it cracks me up because like getting eyelash extensions, like veneers are very noticeable in a sense. Like,
okay, you're looking at me because I remember when I had my eyelash extensions a year ago that were insane.
No. I'm saying eyelash extensions have always, to me, since I moved out to Los Angeles, been like, what's going on with these women's eyes?
We're going to have to come back to this because I have thoughts on it too.
Okay.
But
no
veneers,
shade. It's just like it always like
lots of shade if you go to the woman who did mine.
Truly.
So your regular teeth, they file into like little
stumps,
little points. So like I know. So if your veneers came out, you're Gollum.
Just like
just little tiny shark teeth.
That's wild. And then they just glue them up in there.
Right, but can they fall out? Are they individual or is it like?
I assume it's a whole like set. You get a set of veneers because you can get like fake teeth and dentures and all of that.
Yeah, they file down your teeth. Look at that.
Oh,
They shave them.
Those are some, ooh.
Look at this. They shave them into little points.
No.
Like you've got little
shark teeth.
Baby teeth.
You got little shark teeth.
So all I'm saying though is like people get veneers when I'm like, your teeth aren't bad.
Right.
But to know that they're going to shave my teeth into Tic Tacs, I would have to have the most fucked up grill.
Dude, because I was like thinking about it, because I went to the dentist the other day to get fitted for a new night guard because I grind my teeth at night.
Did you bring in the old one, and how embarrassing was it?
No, they didn't.
Did you say you lost it?
I just said, like, I have one that's like, it's just old now. And they were like, yeah, no problem.
Because it was bit in half, right?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't bit in half. I, like, sat on it and it broke in the most bizarre way possible. I have still to this day no idea.
How does that even work? It's plastic.
The worst part is that I left the bottom one in an Airbnb a couple months ago. So I only have the half broken top one. So I went finally to my dentist to get fitted for a new one. And I was like thinking about veneers because of just like how shaved down my teeth have become.
Don't you do it.
No, not at all.
You'll look insane.
No, absolutely not. I was just in my mind going, oh, if my teeth, because they wear down so much, and that's the first thing a dentist says is like, do you have a night thing? Because it's very obvious that you grind your teeth. That I was like, oh, you can't get that like volume back on your teeth once you grind it down. So like I got to be careful and make sure I do get a new night guard. So I'm not in a position where it's like, oh, my teeth are chiclets now and I have to go figure this out.
Well, I think they can add a little bit to a couple teeth. Like I saw a thing, which is crazy.
This is like so out of the realm of anything I am doing. But you know, when you start to spiral a little bit and you're like, oh my God, what if I end up grinding my teeth down too far in the next like year and I have to consider...
You're thinking veneers. I spiral to the point where I go, so I think I'm just going to take like 4 months off from the world and get 19 surgeries.
Yeah. Exactly. And if I'm going to get veneers, what else am I curious about that I'm too embarrassed to be in public for?
Yes. if I'm going totally off the grid to heal, should I come back with new tits, hair plugs?
Yeah, just like full, what was that?
BBL.
That show, The Swan?
Yes. Should I fully Heidi Montag it?
The worst TV show of all time.
It was crazy. It's a moment in time.
You guys know I live for a good t-shirt. In fact, I live in t-shirts 95% of the time, so I am constantly on the hunt for the best ones out there. Some, make me look a little SpongeBob SquarePants when I want to be a little bit more Grace Helbig Snatched pants. You know what I'm saying? But finally, I got my hands on some Skims t-shirts and they have truly solved all my problems. Okay, their cotton jersey is perfect if you want a little bit of a waist, a little bit of shape, a little bit of it just hugs you in all the right places but isn't constricting. If you still like that tomboy style like I love, it's perfect to wear casually or dress up to like meet friends. And then if you want even more relaxed or a more oversized look, they have their boyfriend t-shirt. It's perfect. It hangs on the body so smoothly and softly. I wish there were other adjectives. You never really want to take this shirt off, honestly, and I really don't. I have I have 2 of the boyfriend t-shirts and 1 of the cotton jerseys in my closet currently, and I just have been rotating through them like crazy. They're every trip I've been going on lately, they are packed first thing. They're perfect. Like I said, you can dress them up, dress them down, wear them 1,000 different ways. They are so comfortable. If you're interested, shop the Skims t-shirt shop at skims.com. Now available in sizes extra small to 4X. If you haven't yet, be sure to let them know that we sent you. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop-down menu that follows.
Y'all, if you haven't heard of Lumen, get ready because it is so cool. It is the first handheld metabolic coach. What? It's a device that measures your metabolism through your breath. You get up in the morning, you do this like 4-second inhale, you hold it, you exhale, and then it tells you if your body is burning fats or carbs more at the moment. And it can even give you like a personalized diet plan of what, based on your metabolism is doing right then, is best for you to eat during the day. It is so cool. It feels like the absolute future. I've been having a blast. Plus, there's tailored guidance to improve your nutrition, workouts, even sleep or stress management. We love it. The Lumen gives you a personalized nutrition plan for that day based on your measurements, and you can also breathe into it before workouts and meals so you know exactly what's going on in your body in real time. It is absolutely futuristic, if you ask me. But because your metabolism is the center of everything in your body, optimal metabolic health translates to tons of benefits, okay? It's not just easier weight management, it's also improved energy levels, better fitness results, better sleep, and it can also track your cycle as well and the onset of menopause and adjust your recommendations to keep your metabolism healthy throughout all those hormonal shifts we're learning about. You can keep up your energy and stave off cravings. So, if you want to give it a shot, I have had so much fun with mine. You can take the next step in improving your health. Go to lumen.me/TMGW to get 15% off your Lumen. That's LUMEN.me/TMGW for 15% off your purchase. And thank you, Lumen, for sponsoring this episode. But as you were talking about the eyelashes, have you been seeing all the like eyebrow blindness on TikTok?
No, what's that?
So this is a trend that it's set to the CeeLo song, or not CeeLo. What was his group with Danger Mouse? The I remember when I remember when I lost my no. But it's that crazy Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah.
Gnarls Barkley. But so anyway, it's set to that, and then it cuts to people's like, oh no, this is a different trend. That's when you do something embarrassing. But they also do it to this. But it's basically people reflecting on how crazy they did their eyebrows in like 2016.
Yeah. In 2016.
Like not specifically that date, but I'm just saying like when they were blocks. Remember when people's eyebrows looked like emojis?
Yeah. I think
like
so.
Groucho Marx.
You know, it is so sad to like start to think, God, I thought I was doing things right back then, and then to be like, oh no, girl, no. Well, that's what I wonder about the laminated brows.
That's what I'm screaming.
That I'm like, to me, on some people they look really cool, and on some people I'm like, I don't know. And in the most polite way possible. And I'm like, are people gonna look back and be like, what were we up to with our eyebrows looking like they got scared?
Well, people say on there, they're like, what trends do you think are happening right now that 5 years from now will be like, can you believe I did it? And one of them is laminated brows. I got my brows laminated once.
Yeah. But yours looked good.
Well, thanks. But that's because I don't have a ton of eyebrows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the people who have big eyebrows then doing it. And then it fully just looks like you went through a wind tunnel full of grease.
You got scared. They got scared.
Yeah, they're constantly surprised.
Yeah. It's interesting. Eyebrows, I feel like we are always trying to do something with them.
Let them live.
Yeah.
Just let them be.
I was watching some documentary that had footage from like 2002 or 3, and the girl's eyebrows were like pencil thin, and then like she's getting interviewed like in present day, and you could tell they're still really thin, but she's like tried to like do the best that she can, and that's like the millennial like pain of overplucking your eyebrows in high school, because that was the trend.
Oh, such a trend. When I put up like when I put up my like teenage dirtbag high school throwback montage, everyone was just like, wow. And I was like, that was just what it was. Like you were gross if you did not have the tiniest eyebrows in the world.
Thinnest eyebrows. And I remember like drawn like lip liner with like light lipstick or silver lipstick.
Silver lipstick?
Yeah, or like iridescent like lipstick.
Oh yeah, glossy gloss.
Yeah.
Speaking of lipsticks, we had the most fun live stream this weekend.
Oh my God. Yeah. Thank you to our patrons and everyone that showed up for the live stream in honor of Pride.
we dragged ourselves out as Trixie and Katya, doing the best that we could.
Truly tried. Truly gave it our best effort using, not the greatest products.
I went to the Dollar King.
Yeah.
Because it's the GOAT of dollar stores.
Yeah.
And they've got craft supplies. They've got makeup. And it worked. And we did it. However, the next day, yesterday.
Yeah.
I did have some mouth irritation.
You went hard on the Trixie mouth, and it looked amazing.
Yeah.
In the moment. But yeah, everyone was concerned about possible allergic reactions. Up until this morning,
Yeah.
I have still been pulling eyelash glue off of my
Really?
eyelashes. Yeah. Which is just insane.
Pretty good glue.
Yeah.
No, I had some redness, but mainly it was my bottom lip was swollen.
Nice.
Which looked cute.
Looks cute for a second.
I mean, I should go get some more of that lipstick. But so we had such a good time, and that's that's on our Patreon. So get in there. You dumbs.
Get in there. I'm doing a Barflies book club on this Sunday over on our Patreon. Carrie Soto is back, is what we're finishing reading and talking about. So jump in. The book is like a quick, easy read. So there's still time to read it if you haven't even started it yet.
But speaking of Trixie,
Yeah.
I just watched her second season of her renovation show. Did you watch Trixie's Motel?
We watched a couple episodes, I think, for that Discovery Plus show that we did.
It was very fun. But then on this season, her and her boyfriend, who've been together 7 years, have never lived together.
You were explaining this to me before. It sounds so great.
But let me tell you this. So they buy a house, and so it's like, it's the same thing, which I kind of love. Like last night I was in the mood where I was like, I want cheesiness.
Yeah.
Like I want I know all these stakes are stupid. Christine from Selling Sunset was their realtor. You know, like Nicole Byer comes over and falls in love with the gay contractor. You know, it's all gay paint comes
camp.
and is like plugging their new book. You know,
I love it.
So I loved it, but it was also, I cried.
Really?
Because it was so sweet, because Trixie is talking to David and just being like, you support me so much out of drag. I want to like build this place for us to like, me to just be my normal self with you. And I cried like 3 times during it.
That's so sweet.
I know. So high key recommend, because I know we haven't been doing This Might Get Real is on hiatus. So I just wanted to say.
Nice.
It's really cute.
Okay, in line with that, we just saw Inside Out 2.
Is that what you went to go? I said Grace is going to the movies.
We're going to the movies, and we saw Inside Out 2. Same thing. It's such a good movie.
I've never seen Inside Out 1.
Oh, it's about feelings.
I know.
And it's so clever. And the whole time I'm just like, do young people even get this? Or is this for our age and our parents? I was talking to my mom about it yesterday. I was like, you got to watch it. She's like, did you resonate with things? I was like, yeah. I mean, the main character's anxiety in this new one. It's all about this girl turning into a teenager and gets these new feelings, and it's just so clever. It's so well done. I like
2 little psychology degree people walking in to watch Inside Out 2. I love it.
We laughed out loud at parts. I know, like genuine, and then also we're like very sad at parts.
Were kids in there laughing?
Kids were in there laughing, but I was like, they're not laughing at the stuff we're laughing at. So this movie is for adults.
Yeah, these fucking idiots don't know that was a Freudian term.
Yeah, I wanted to stand up and be like, do you even understand what she's talking about?
Do you realize the Nietzsche that was just dropped?
Yeah.
During the roller coaster scene?
Is just trying to protect you. Yeah, there's a lot.
Spoiler.
It's a lot. It's very, very informative. I was like, man, would I have liked a movie like this when I was a teenager? I probably would have watched it, but been like, I don't know, or like maybe this is lame or something. But I hope that they keep doing it, and I hope they make one that's like her as an adult.
Oh, so it's the same character's brain from the first one.
Yeah, that she was like a younger girl, now she's like a teenager.
Okay.
And I'm like, it would be very interesting if they made like the actual adult or like, you know, young Gen Z like version of this.
Interessante. I've never seen them. It takes a lot for me to go see an animated movie.
Really? Yeah.
I'm not an animation girl.
This went quick. I'll say like this one, I don't know what the runtime is, but I felt like by the time it was done, I was like, wow, that was like perfect length. Like a lot of animated films, I feel like I've been in and been like, okay, ready.
Well,
for it to
that's
be
what
over.
I'll say, and I've screamed it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've screamed it is that movies are too long, and I won't go back into it, but that is the benefit of going to a children's movie.
Yeah.
Is they're going to keep it
They're in
90
and out.
minutes because there's no way those kids are sitting a minute longer.
Totally. Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is, it was so lovely. Big fan. So highly recommend if you're looking for something to watch. It was just like very sweet.
Those are our
feel
recs.
good.
Those are our recs. Grace, before we sign off here,
Yeah.
What's going on with the stars and the planets?
Oh,
How should I be feeling? What's going on? Because I'm speaking of anxiety.
I was just listening to my horoscope on the way over here. And it looks like I think there's a new moon in Cancer next week.
Okay.
That's going to be like good to work with for manifesting.
Okay.
But that was kind of the takeaway. There was something about Saturn going on, but I didn't listen. I listened to my Libra rising specific horoscope, so it's not as universal. But I think there's a new moon coming up next week. We just had the summer solstice happen.
Yeah, what were we supposed to do for that? Because
I don't know.
The only thing it manifested in me is wanting to drink more.
Really?
And stop.
Full stop.
I was like, it's summer. Time to sit outside and have margaritas. It's like as opposed to every other day in LA.
Yeah. No, I think there was a full moon last week. There's going to be a new moon next week. And I think the new moons are, correct me if I'm wrong, where you like manifest and get like...
You charge the crystals.
I think so. I forget. I shouldn't. I mean, every single time I'm like, what do I do with the moon? What's it up to? What am I supposed to do with this one? It's like every 2 weeks, one of them's popping up here.
Okay.
But I don't know. I got to look more into what's happening collectively. Because, yeah, I feel like there's been a goofy energy afoot lately.
Real goofs.
I was sending you those JoJo Siwa videos last night of her drinking
Fireball on stage.
Meanwhile,
it's like, how would she cut to every no filter show?
I know, that's what I was like, wow. This is familiar but different.
Yep. We weren't 21. We were 32.
Yeah. I don't know if that makes it any better.
I don't either. Okay, well, next time you let me know what the stars are doing. I was like, I've got anxiety and my stomach hurts. Grace will let me know which moon is responsible for that.
There might be something going on. Honestly, I use this Chani app, Chani. Chani Nichols or Nicholas is the astrologer's name. She's fantastic. And the app is like the best astrology app that I've ever used. And you can get like your birth chart on there and stuff like that. But it's really, really great. So I highly recommend that if someone's looking for an astrology app to check out.
You guys, you just got a movie recommendation, a TV show recommendation,
what are we?
And an app recommendation.
Lifestyle vloggers over here?
That's what's up. I am going to cut us off because you have therapy and I kind of have to take a shit.
Yeah, great. I'm going to go take a mental shit. She's going to take a physical shit. And there we are.
Oh, this got weird.
Yeah.